What's going on, everybody? Product Probes back at you with another knife review, and today we got a speedy one. This is the MT-A882 by MTech. Just a little simple pocket knife, smaller, but this thing is pretty loaded. So let's dive into it and let's see what this thing's got. Okay, so right off the bat, got to show y'all this trigger. It actually sticks out pretty far, so you can actually get your pointer on it. But, boom, it is super fast. Let me see if I can get it to show y'all in here. So, if we're looking at it from this point of view, let's see. Bam! This thing flies open. Now, of course, it's flying open like that because it is such a smaller knife. But you do have standard drop point, almost like standard, because you do have your jimpings right up here, your thumb grooves incorporated into the blade, and right up here on the top of the handle. You do have a little thumb hole right here. Let's see if we can flip this thing out. Yeah, so looks like you can hit it with the trigger, boom, or if you need to, you've got that thumb indentation, the thumb hole rather, bow, pop this knife on open. I like the smaller knives like this. I used to EDC a knife about this size. It was the Strike that I used to carry, but I liked it because it was so fast, real simple, no serration. I'm not a big fan of the serrations on it. I know that you can use them, for more things, but with me, I just like your simple straight blade pocket knife. I do like the shorter blades on it. If you look at the handle right here, it's just a plastic handle, yeah, but you do have your holes, I won't say holes, but your little indentions right there to give you a little bit of a better grip. Now, cool thing about it is you do have your bottle opener right there, little lanyard hole right there on the back. So this would be a cool keychain knife. You do have a standard liner lock on it right there. Flipping it over, have a good looking belt clip. And this thing seems to be super beefy. Now, I said liner lock. I'm wrong. This is a frame lock knife. Let me show y'all right here. So, I don't know if that belt clip's going to hide it from camera view. Yeah, you can kind of see right back in there. You see that small indentation in the back? This is an actual frame lock knife. You can actually see the whole frame, how it's come off and it's locking in place. And a good thing about the frame lock compared to some of the liner locks is that you're going to get a better lock on your knife with the actual frame coming down on it like that. So that thing was hiding on me in there. However, it still closes just fine. Single hand deployment, single hand close, no problem at all. This thing is pretty cool with the bottle opener. The one I used to carry didn't have the bottle opener. It was just simple. It didn't even have the lanyard hole. But guys, I like this knife. I like the speed of it. So, I tell you what, let's start off with the blade before I get ahead of myself. MTech does so-so on their blades, but let's go see how sharp this blade really is. For it to be a smaller blade, I still have some high hopes for it, so let's give it a shot. Try the straight down cut. It was a few rips down there at the bottom, but this thing caught fine. So let's try it at an angle. It wanted to. The bad thing is, once you get in, you're not having a lot of blade to work with, but the blade, it catches fine. Maybe throw it on a stone and you got yourself a pretty sharp blade. Let's test this point out on it real quick. Yeah, pretty good bit of push, but the slice downs on it, well, this one was good, that one was bad, this one was fairly decent. So, about so-so on this blade, but I'm thinking if you could sharpen this sucker up, you got yourself a nice little blade. Not too bad for a little knife like this. Definitely throw it on a stone once or twice, sharpen this blade up, and you got yourself a fast little pocket knife. Now, I do like the fact that it has the little bottle opener on it. It might be a little heavy for a keychain knife. but if it was a little bit lighter, this might be the way to go. I tell you what, I normally don't do this, but let's go see what the weight and measurements are of this knife. Alright, let's get the weight on this thing real quick, see what we're looking at. 3.6. Well, actually, for a knife this small, that's actually pretty heavy. 3.6, let's double check. Yeah, huh. Well, let's get some measurements on it just to make sure we're not going crazy here. So, total length, looks like we're going to be looking at 6 inches. So yeah, it is a little heavy. Right here on your blade, looks like it's going to be a 2-inch blade. Count that little choil down there, it's going to be 2.5 inches. Now, what you're going to be carrying though, it's going to be a 3.5-inch pocket knife with that belt clip with a little bit sticking out the weight. I still don't see this being a bad knife at all. You know, for a smaller knife, this thing is actually pretty heavy. You know, with the plastic front part right here. However, because it's a frame lock, you do have the metal backing on it. Let me show y'all that right here. So, again, if my camera will focus out, right there you are going to have a metal back plate to it. And you can kind of see the frame lock better right there. Just notice that in the camera. Boom. But that's it right there, guys. Again, plastic front facing. I like the knife. I do like it. So far, you know, with MTech, it's hit or miss with these blades, but sharpen that sucker up. And if you're, you know, if you like the smaller knives like this, this might be the way to go. Probably is a little bit too heavy. You know, it's right under 4 ounces for this knife to carry on your keychain, but that would be pretty cool right there to have. Hey, open you up a bottle, you got your pocket knife on there, small blade, and you got your quick release right there with your thumb. So overall, guys, I like it. Let me show y'all this belt clip on it. I like the way it looks. So right here, you don't have an actual, I mean, you do have your indentation, but it doesn't roll out as much. It's just a sharp cut up on it. So as you can see right there. Now, it doesn't sit all the way up, which I don't know why they couldn't incorporate that on up a little more. You'd think that they would to give it a more concealed look. But let's go ahead and let's see what this thing looks like in the pocket. Alright, so I'm liking the knife, so I hope this belt clip ends up doing well. It's super beefy. Can barely actually pull this thing up. So let's see what it looks like. Slide it in right here. It's actually, that was a little hard to do, but with the knife being so small, I can still fit my hands in the pocket well. I'll show y'all right over here. You can see the print on it isn't too bad. Now you do have this huge silver belt buckle, which is a little bit wider than some. I say belt buckle, I meant pocket clip, but that's not too bad. So right here with your single hand, pulls out fine, and your trigger is right there. So that's one thing that I do like about it. Let's do this one more time without the second hand involvement. So just single-handedly, it's not bad. It does scrunch up a little bit right here at the top of your pocket. Could be because of these khakis that I'm wearing. However, pulls out super easy. Triggers there, and you're ready to ride. You know, it's not too bad in the pocket. It sits in there snug, and it's really not going to move around. I do wish they would have moved that belt clip up just a hair, but it slides out fine. You know, I don't have to worry about it fraying my pocket as much as I thought I would, because I can get my hand under there, my finger rather, and pull that belt clip up, so it's not as beefy as I thought, you know, or strong. I mean, it is a strong belt clip, but it sits in your pocket snug, and I like that aspect of it. So, guys, I guess the only cons really to it, the blade could be a little bit sharper. Still right out of the box. It's not that bad. The speed on it, I like. I guess the other con is definitely that belt clip. Just wish it was a tad higher. But, guys, and maybe the weight. I don't know if that's technically a con, but it is a little bit heavier just for my preferences. Other than that, I like everything about it. I like the fact that it's a frame lock. You know, the fact that it does have that metal backing. And, of course, you've got your metal fronting with that plate. It's just got the plastic handle right there on top just to give it the more aesthetic look right there. Hey, look at this, guys. This is a con. That screw, well, I just tightened it up with my finger right there. But be careful because the screw, and of course with some of these cheaper knives you might have it, but that thing was coming loose right there. So keep an eye on that. But for a cheap knife like this, guys, I mean, this thing was super cheap. It actually is pretty cool. I like that thumb hole in it right there. Smooth frame lock to it. Super fast knife. Nice little belt clip on it. Bottle opener. I tell you what, God, I don't know if I've got a beer in there that's a bottle or not. If I do, I'll show it right here at the end of the video or incorporate it somewhere else in the video. But guys, lanyard hole right there. A cool looking knife. Let me give you another close up on it right here before we get out of here. But again, guys, just a sweet looking knife. Fast knife. This is the MT-A882 by MTech. This is the black version of it. I know that they've got, you know, all kinds of colors in this knife. It's a super popular knife. But guys, if you're interested in the knife, I'll leave a link in the description below if y'all want to go check it out. This thing fluctuates in price, but it still is pretty cheap. And if you like the smaller knives, fast knives, I'd go ahead and pick one of these up. But anyway, guys, that's it. MTech, again, is the MT-A882. Small little pocket knife. Boom. I like it. I like this little knife. I'm going to keep playing with it. Just be careful right here on this screw. So, guys, I hope the video helped if you were thinking about getting it. If it did, let me know in the description below. Be sure to go check out our Instagram and our Snapchat at Product Probes. I think Product Probes is everything social media. So if you're having trouble finding us, just put Product Probes in there on almost all of them. And we're going to have some fun stuff headed your way. So make sure you are subscribed. And I will see you in the next one.